Hello, everybody. Hello, students of English 1. For Sundays, welcome to your session 10 of the class. We're going to be working on Unit 6. My sister works downtown, okay? It is already session 10, and it is always for me more than a pleasure to have you in this very interesting Zoom meeting of the class. As you know, as in every single Zoom meeting of the class, we have an introductory video. So it means that we're going to take a quick look at the introductory video here in the platform, and we are going to know which content and activities we're going to be working on. So for today, we're going to be talking about differences between regular and irregular verbs using the third person, in this case with the simple present tense. Also, guys, we're going to be taking a look at this chart that actually provide us the differences between the rules for the third person singular he, she, it. Okay, so that is basically what are we going to be focused on. As well, we're going to be working in irregular verbs, third person and simple present, and we're going to have our grammar explanation. I will be explaining to you how do we use the regular verb when it comes to third person and simple present. Okay. Also, uh we're gonna be able to form interrogative statements using yes no questions in simple present tense. Okay. And at the end, we're gonna be sharing and reading a restaurant menu. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start with our grammar explanation, regular verbs, third person simple present grammar explanation. And here we have this chart, which is really easy for us to identify or to understand when do we use the third person singular when it comes to the personal pronouns he, she, it. And here we have some rules for we have some rules, sorry, when adding the third person singular verb, right? In general, we're just gonna add an S. Examples we have in here: work, works, eat, eats, play, plays, swim, swims. Also, we have rule number 2, verbs ending in a consonant plus a Y. We're going to remove the Y and we are going to add I, then ES. Example, studied, studies, cry, cried, try, tried, pee, spits, fly, flies, okay? Verbs ending in O, SH, TCH, X, double S, we're just gonna add N, S, go, goes, watch, watches, watched, watches, mix, mixes, kiss, kisses. In this case, the simple present tense in English express habits and routines, general fact and truth, and thoughts and feeling. In all but the third person singular, the simple present form is identical to the base form of the verb, which is defined as the infinitive without the P word to. The following section explain how to form the third person singular present tense form of regular English verbs as well as the form of the 4 irregular English verbs in the simple present tense. Forming the regular third person singular present tense verbs to form the third person singular present tense form of most regular English verbs simply affix the suffix s to the end of the verb. For example, the following list includes the infinitive base form and third person singular present tense for some common English verbs. Example, to argue, argues, to clean, cleans, to fight, fights, to pickle, pickles, to wonder, wonder. Rule number 2, it's for verbs that end in an S, Z, X, ZH, or SH, affix the suffix S to the end of the verb. For example, to box, boxes, to catch, catches, to kiss, kisses, to watch, watches, to witch, witches, okay? For verbs spelled with the final Y preceded by a consonant, change the Y to an I and then affix the ES suffix. For example, to apply, applies, to copy, copies, to identify, identifies, to reply, replies, and to try, tries, okay? That is our grammar explanation. And here we have a video tutorial about the third person singular simple present tense verbs. To form statements using the simple present tense, we have an affirmative form, negative form, and interrogative form, okay? That is simple, very simple for you. And here we have the personal pronouns, the third singular personal pronouns, he, she, it. We have the verb speak, speaks, and we're gonna add an S. In this case, most of the cases we say lies simply of the verb like or the base form, and but then we add and here we have with the personal pronoun she speaks Spanish, okay. And here, verbs that end with the consonant Y, we're gonna remove the Y and we're gonna add an I and then ES, and then we say tries. Also, we have another example with the verb carry. We're gonna remove the Y, the consonant Y. Then we're going to add an I, and then we're going to add at the end ES in order to say carries. Carry, carries. If you notice the changes using the rule when it comes to verbs and the third person singular, she carries her baby. She tries to play the piano. That's another example, right? And this case will be with the regular verbs. Let's say she tries to play the piano, that will be incorrect. That will be an incorrect form to say that, right? But then you can have a complete look in the platform. Okay. Also in here, now we're gonna be able to know about the regular verbs and third person simple present, okay? Unlike most English verbs that consistently take an S or ES suffix in the third person singular present tense form, four other English verbs are irregular in the simple present. Three of these irregular are anomalous. Verbs experience consonant changes, vowel changes, or spelling changes in the third personal singular form. Anomalous verbs are verbs whose conjugation schemates differ significantly from both regular and irregular verbs. For example, to have, has, to do, does, to go, goes. The copular verb be, it's irregular in all pronouns and numbers in the simple present. For example, infinitive to be, base be, first person singular am, I am, second, sorry, person singular are, you are, third person singular is, he is, she is, it is. First person plural are, we are. Second person plural are, you are. And the third person plural are, they are, okay? Also, guys, we have a video tutorial how to conjugate regular and irregular third person verbs. Most verbs in English form uh, the third person singular by adding s to the base form, okay? By adding s to the base form, let's take a look at this chart for singular. I eat, you eat, he eats, she eats, it is. He, she, it will be the regular third person singular. And then we have the plural. We eat, you eat, they eat. If you notice, we add the letter S for the third person singular. And here we have example verbs ending in CH, S, SH, S, or Z form the third personal singular by adding S. Example, he brushes his teeth every morning. Fill in the charge, singular, plural. Miss, I missed, you miss, we miss, you miss, they miss. In this case, if you notice, I miss, you miss, he misses, she misses, it misses. Plural, we miss, you miss, they miss, okay? Then you can have a complete look and the platform. Also, guys, in here we have, when it comes to pronunciation, pronouncing regular third person singular present tense verbs. Although all regular English verbs take either an S or ES suffix in the plural, the suffix is pronounced differently depending on the last sound of the verb. For verbs that end in a S, S, Z, 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 sh, she, Z, sh. Okay, sounds, the third person singular suffix is pronounced S. For example, crows, crosses, dose, doses, force, forces, notch, notches, rise, rises. And here we have a practice exercise. Fill in the blank with the appropriate form of the given verbs. Okay, we're gonna get started. Our practice exercise, my brother speaks. Let's remember to not use capital letters. Daniel watches his favorite program every Saturday. Jennifer watches her every day. Ryan goes to church every Sunday. My sister does her homework after school. And we're going to submit our answers and we're going to make sure if they are right or wrong. If you notice, all of them are correct. Also, guys, you're going to have an exercise that is going to be evaluated. Fill the gaps with the correct form of the corresponding verb and the third person singular in the simple present. This exercise goes for 3 points. You're going to have to attempt, okay? Also, we're going to be working on pronunciation. Pronunciation third person singular as ending. Let's listen to the track. S equals take, takes, sleep, sleeps. S equals drive, drives, studies, studies. S equal is dance, dances, watch, watches. And then we're gonna have irregular. Do, does, have, has, okay? Now, guys, we're gonna be able to form interrogative statements using yes, no questions. In this case are closed questions because we only form sentences using the auxiliary do, does. And our formula is do, does, okay, guys, and this part is very easy. We're just only our formula to form a statement in interrogative. We have do, does, plus a personal pronoun, plus verb, base form, plus a complement. Examples, do you drive every morning? Does he study every morning? Okay. And here we have our grammar explanation for you to take a look at it, okay? It's very important grammar explanations, okay? And here at the end, we're gonna have interrogative phrases using WH, and these are a little bit more open questions because we have to detail our answers. And here we have some WH questions words such as when, what, why, how, when, where, who, and so on and so on. Also, you're gonna have a video tutorial for you to have a better idea how to form interrogative statements using do, does, or using WH questions words. And at the end, you're going to have two exercises. And one is that you're going to choose the right answers to four questions. In this attempt, you're going to have two attempts, sorry, two opportunities to complete this exercise. And it goes for 2 points. Also, you're going to have a reading, select true or false a restaurant menu. Okay. And this is going to be a practice exercise. And for example, we're going to get started. Lunch is served for 2 hours only. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, okay? Lunch. If we have lunch served from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m., that's true. Dinner start at 2:30 p.m., that's false. And bread and butter comes free with the starters. Let's take a look. All the starters are served with bread and butter. That's true. And number 4, the snacks are available for lunch and dinner. Let me see. Lunchtime only, so it means that it's false. Okay, we're gonna say our answers and now we're going to make sure number 1 is correct. Also number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, guys, if you don't have no questions, thank you so much for being in this Zoom meeting. For all those students who were not able to get joined to the Zoom meeting, it will be available in the linking part. Always remember that you're gonna click on it on the Zoom meeting that you missed and it will take you directly to the class that was recorded and uploaded on YouTube platform. Okay, bye-bye and have a great afternoon.